Prince Charming here, and today we are writing quadratic equations like a boss. Main ideas. I'm just going to say pause this, write it down, study it, read it. Okay. Couple things to point out. Really, we need to realize that when we go to write the equation in this form, this a times x minus h squared plus k form, that you're going to leave the letter a as a letter a for now. You're writing the equation. We don't know what a is yet. We're going to figure it out. So in the meantime, you're going to leave that as the letter a. But h and k, you're going to plug those things in because you will have found the vertex. Otherwise, the rest of this is pretty much self-explanatory, and really we just need to see it worked out. So let's see an example here. Remember from the notes there, the first thing we need to do is identify the vertex. Oh look, we're given the vertex, -4, 3. So then we need to write this in our little vertex form. So that would be f of x equals a times x. If it's minus h, but h is -4, then that's plus 4 squared plus 3. And so now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to plug in one of the roots. We have two. I don't need them both. I just need one. So I'm going to take the one that looks easier to me, which should be the -1. And so I'm going to plug in -1 into x, and the y value is 0 because a root means it's x-intercept. X-intercept means the y value is 0. So then that means I'm going to set this equal to 0 here. We still don't know what a is, but we're about to find out. I'm plugging in -1. I very easily could have plugged in the -7, giving me the same answer. And now I need to simplify this. So -1 plus 4 is 3, and 3 squared is 9. Okay, and so then now I need to solve this. So first I'm going to subtract the 3 from both sides. 0 minus 3 is -3. So -3 is equal to 9a. Divide both sides by 9 and simplify this little fraction here. So -3 divided by 9 would simplify down to -1/3. So then that's my a value. That's the only thing I was missing. Now that I know that, I'm just going to write the entire equation. So the entire equation would be f of x equals -1/3 times x plus 4 squared plus 3. Okay. So hitting back from our main ideas, we wrote the equation in vertex form where we left the a alone, and then we took another point and we plugged in the x and y value from that, and we started to solve for a. So that means subtracting, adding, dividing, multiplying, those kinds of steps, basic steps. Really should be a two-step process once you simplify inside the parentheses. So let's see a different kind of example. Here, I'm kind of being a little bit trickier. I'm not telling you exactly what the vertex is. We're going to have to figure that out. So from the roots are 9, 0, and 21, 0. Because remember, roots means x-intercepts, which means the y value is 0. We only know the maximum height. Well, the maximum height is the y value of my vertex. So I know that, but I don't know the x value of my vertex. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the roots, and I'm going to find the x value that's directly in the middle. What number is halfway in between these two numbers? So to do that, I'm just going to average them. I'm just going to add them up and divide them by 2. So 9 plus 21 divided by 2, 30 divided by 2 is 15. So then the x value is 15. So again, that was a little bit trickier, because we had to take that information and we had to use the fact that it's symmetrical, meaning that the axis of symmetry, the vertex, is halfway in between. That's why we're adding it up, dividing it by 2, because it's halfway in between. Now that I know the vertex, though, the rest of this is the same like the last problem. So I'm going to write it out in vertex form. F of x equals a times x minus 15 squared plus 8. And then I'm going to plug in, let's just take the, actually I'm going to take the 21, 0. So I'm going to plug in 21 for x and set it equal to 0. Okay, and so start simplifying this. 21 minus 15 is 6, and 6 squared is 36. So then I've got 0 equals a times 36 plus 8. Well, minus the 8 and divide by 36. So that's going to be negative 8 is equal to 36a. Divide by 36 and simplify that fraction. Let me think here. You can divide both of those by 4. So then if you simplify that, that should be negative 2 over 9. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so then that's my a value. Then I've got everything I need to write my answer. So I just, again, I'm just taking this a value here and I'm plugging it back in to write the whole thing. F of x is equal to negative 2 over 9 times x minus 15 squared plus 8. Alright, I'm going to see one more example, this time just from a table. So once again, it's a little bit tricky because information isn't just flat out told to us. What I can tell is, well, actually what I need to look for is where's the vertex. So I need to look for the pattern in the y values where the y values are change, increasing, decreasing behavior, or decreasing, increasing behavior, whichever it happens to be doing. So notice the y values going down, going down, going down, going up, going up. So in the middle here, actually right here, at this point, this is where it started to change. That it's decreasing to this number, and then after that it's increasing after it. And then of course if I look at some of these y values, this y value is the same as this one, and this 42 is the same as this one. Remember, that's another property about the table of a quadratic, how you could tell that in the middle of that, this has to be the vertex. So now then I can tell from looking at this table that the vertex is 12, 2. So f of x equals a times x minus 12 squared plus 2. And I need to plug in any point that I want. I'm going to plug in this one. I'm going to plug in 16, 12. You can pick any of them that you want, though. So the y value is 12. The x value is 16. (16 minus 12 is 4, and 4 squared is 16. So once again, two-step process here. I'm going to subtract the 2. 12 minus 2 is 10, equals 16a. Then divide by 16, and that simplifies down to 5 over 8. So a is 5 over 8. So then I'm going to plug that back into my function here. F of x equals 5/8 x minus 12 squared plus 2. Alright, definitely go back and rewatch those examples if you feel a little bit lost, and make sure you reread the main ideas as well, but it's probably helpful to rewatch this. See you tomorrow.